Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, the franchise player, Double B Bad Blood, joined by the mixologist himself, Mr. Chemical Julian, and that dude down there, the Sunday Sinner. Welcome to the last AEW recap show, brought to you by StreamYard. We're gonna switch, we're gonna switch up some cool things because these guys basically suck balls.
Wait, I gotta do something. I gotta put on my shades because after winning trivia, my star is shining a little too bright over here.
I was a little hopeful you were going to put on the old Jeff Jarrett's.
I wish I had.
I got the lenses right, but you don't got the frames right.
Yo, ain't he great?
Those are in my car. My Jeff Jarrett sunglasses are in the car.
Ain't he great?
Wow. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the
Sonny Onos.
Yeah, welcome to the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. Let's get into this AEW recap real quick. I'm going to let you guys handle it real quick while I handle some other business. I will be back, so go ahead and let off.
Go off.
What the hell now?
We're going to talk about AEW.
Oh, okay.
AEW.
So, the first match tonight.
We did a Raw recap on Monday, Hater. It was actually pretty funny.
Yes, it was hilarious. If you missed it, you need to go back and check it out.
We talked about Dusty Rhodes' daddy's plumbing company. Get in the trenches.
So a couple big things happened tonight, and one of them was Miro came back.
Yes, which I did not see. They're obviously building up for this new show that's going to be on Saturday nights. Which I mean. Saturday nights is a depth slot for any TV show.
You know what? Which is funny because WCW Saturday night did well for so many years.
Right. Well, you got to think
again, this is before you had so many options for streaming and everything else.
Well, not only that, but there wasn't really people weren't really going out on Saturdays back then, like they do
not
now.
At 6:05.
Right. At 6:05, you were playing in front of your TV watching some Turner broadcasting station.
Or if you went to church on a Saturday instead of Sunday, you don't have to get up Saturday morning,
So that way you can sin on Sundays.
That is correct.
Makes sense.
Somebody's got to do it.
Hey, it's a hard job, but I make time in my day to do it.
So the first match was the Double Jeopardy match between Ring of Honor World Champion Claudio Castagnoli and Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champion Ray Phoenix. What made this a Double Jeopardy match?
That's what I want to. I missed most of this match because I was working when Dynamite first started. So I don't. What was the Double Jeopardy?
Oh, it says right here: the winner of this match gets a shot at their opponent's championship. So I guess if Claudio wins, he gets a partner, and he can challenge Ray Phoenix for the ROH tag belts, and vice versa. If Ray Phoenix wins, he can challenge Claudio for the world championship. So, I mean, quite honestly, I think that this match really more works out in Ray Phoenix's favor.
Right.
In terms of if you lose, then you gotta fight 2 dudes with a partner. You know.
Right. That's like telling someone, all right, if you lose, you gotta work at McDonald's. If you win, you get to work at
Burger King.
Work at Burger King. Like, what does it do for Claudio? He's the world champion. Why would
Correct.
he need?
It does nothing for him.
Right.
However, he did win the match, and he and a partner of his choosing,
Wheeler
which is
Yuta.
probably going to be Wheeler Yuta, and they're going to challenge for the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championship.
For whatever reason,
I'm guessing. I don't know if it's going to be Wheeler Yuta. I'm just guessing.
I'm pretty sure. I don't see Bryan Danielson
slumming.
Going down to Universal Studios to wrestle for the ROH.
Get out of here. He like it down there. He likes Florida. Doesn't he live in Florida?
I don't know.
It wasn't like, remember
no,
for a while? Well, they all living at John Cena's house and he made them take their shoes off and stuff.
But I think John Cena lives in Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah, he could have moved.
Yeah.
He could have got tired of Florida man.
I'm sure the Bellas aren't living in Florida, so
no, they're probably living in Arizona or I don't know,
LA.
Someplace with trees.
Where's John Laurinaitis living?
Hey, we got to see Miro finally.
Yes.
He was backstage talking to Veer. They're having some coffee. Miro was like, "Well, I gotta go.
I gotta go. I'm coming soon.
I'm coming soon. Oh, I'm coming soon."
So Miro, I think that was a big surprise tonight. I don't think anyone expected Miro to show up.
Well, yeah, because he's been gone for so long. And everyone's been like, hey, sure it'd be nice if Miro came back and challenged for the,
something.
The TNT Championship, something.
He's going to go to ROH and challenge for the TV title.
Why? He left after was that Daniel Bryan who knocked him out? Joe? Who knocked his ass out in the middle of that match?
I don't know. I thought the last match he was in was for the All Atlantic title. No. I feel like he hasn't been back since that tournament because he was in the tournament.
Yeah, it was a tournament for the
All Atlantic title.
No, wasn't it TBS?
No, the CBS is a woman's title.
The TNT title. I mean, sorry.
Is Miro going to wrestle Jade Cargill on Rampage?
All Atlantic champion. He was in that, was he?
Yeah.
What did he do? Like just come in for one match and leave? That's son of a bitch. He fought Ethan Page.
Yeah.
He was in a qualifier match. So let me see. Preliminary qualifiers. That was a New Japan Road. Qualifiers were on Dynamite. So it was Buddy Matthews and Pac. He beat Ethan Page.
Pac
so it was Miro, Pac.
Malachi Black. And
when was this? Oh, this was June of 2000. This is June of 2022.
I don't think he's been back since then.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised because he had been gone for a while. Before. Maybe that's the match where he got knocked out.
Okay, wait, no. On November 3rd, 2021, June. Okay, Miro made his return to AEW on June 1st, 2022, scoring a submission victory over Johnny Elite. And that was the last time he was on TV.
Johnny Elite? You mean Johnny Mundo?
No, Johnny Elite. That was his name, man. Respect it.
All right. So anyway, Miro's back. Good for him. Good for Miro. I like seeing, Miro having a job. Still Rusev Day around here.
Hey, I mean, the poor man lost his title to Sammy Guevara, lost his wife to Bobby Lashley. Like, the man just can't hold on to anything.
Tell me about it.
But it's good
he
to
lost
see him
his
back.
God. Remember God abandoned him?
That is true. You know what? And that gimmick was amazing. I think,
it was.
I think that's the perfect gimmick for him. I mean, he made it work so well.
Maybe people thought it was too controversial, like it would have got blasphemous or something.
Maybe
he would have started saying, if I don't win this next match, then hopefully God will strike me dead, and then like he just drops dead in the ring after a match after a loss or something.
Or if he
was
comes
it,
out.
oh, that was Jim Baker. Who's the one who said, if I don't raise the money for this airplane, God's going to take my life? That was one of those evangelists.
Oh, it's probably all
If I
of
don't
them.
raise the money, if I don't raise $5 million for this jetliner, God's going to take my life by October 13th. I was like, shit, I'm not going to send you any money just to see if it really happens. Which would be great if, you know what? Sinner, me and you, we should be in the preaching business. First of all, it's tax-free. We get paid. Clearly, it'd be a scam because they just look at us and know it's a scam. However,
right,
people would be in for it for the storyline.
It was Kenneth Copeland that said that.
And we could run an entire angle where, like, one of us is like, if such and such doesn't happen by such and such a date, God is going to strike us down. And then, like, let's say we got to raise $5 million, but we do, like, on TV a live count, and as the clock hits midnight, it's like, oh, it's only 4,998,000, and then one of us just goes, oh, boom, and falls down, and we totally run with it for weeks. It's like Summer of Punk, except one of us be dead. And then, like, weeks later, right around Easter, the comeback, the greatest Easter comeback, second best Easter comeback of all time.
I love it. I mean, we just gave it all away on the air now, so we ruined it. But
well, come on, who wouldn't see? I mean, the angle's been done once before. Right. I mean, who wouldn't see it coming?
Hey,
people would tune in to see if we were blasphemous enough to go through with it.
Look, I'll even roll the rock away from the entrance area, and then you just walk out.
Vince McMahon would be like, damn it, they one-upped me. I got to have that rubber match with God.
That's good shit, pal.
Good shit, pal. That's good shit.
My rematch with God's going to be in the octagon. Get Mark Cuban on the phone, or whoever runs UFC.
Mark Cuban be like, Vince, I said no last time. Like,
right.
Didn't even ask you nothing, pal.
No means no, Vince. I signed the NDA. Isn't that enough?
No, damn it. So MJF is still talking about the Four Pillars match.
Yeah.
I
gotta say, that's kind of the weakest pay-per-view main event AEW. Well, I think Kenny Omega and Christian Cage is the weakest AEW pay-per-view main event. But this Four Pillars match is right up there. It just doesn't seem like there's enough interest in build into it. I mean, there's a lot of build, but there's no interest.
I think it's because AEW has done a lot to build up MJF as the very credible heel that he is.
Right.
And they made Super Jungle Boy, but you look at him and you're like, you're not that super. And same thing with Darby Allin and same thing with Sammy Guevara.
Well, here's a problem that AEW has had since they came around. Is every time they bring a new name in, it pushes those guys down farther.
Correct. Yeah, correct.
Like, those guys have not even sniffed the main event scene. And all of a sudden, they're all in the main event of this pay-per-view. Because when you had the Daniel Bryans come, they just leapfrogged over these pillars.
Yep.
When Adam Cole came, he leapfrogged over the pillars. CM Punk leapfrogged over everyone. And it really made it to where these guys, like Darby Allin, before this, when was the last time Darby Allin was regularly featured on TV?
Back when he was handcuffing himself or being handcuffed and rolling down cement stairs.
Yeah. I mean,
well, you know what? In his little, he had a feud with Jeff Hardy, right?
No, they only had that one match in the.
Okay.
It was in a tournament of some kind.
I mean, so he had this thing with Jeff Hardy. He's been with Sting the whole time.
Yeah.
I mean, he was TNT champion.
Yeah, but that was like 2 years ago.
Well,
and that's it's like Jungle Boy. When Christian was injured, Jungle Boy was off TV for like 3 months as well.
Yeah, correct.
And with Sammy Guevara, he's been so focused on being Jericho's lackey for the last 3 years that he hasn't been built up to no main event spot.
You tell him, pup.
So she's agreeing with me, huh? So yeah. But so they haven't really done. I got distracted by puppies. I do that a lot. Puppies. I know. I'm sorry. But yeah, so I mean, they haven't really done anything with these guys to make this incredible. What, do you like them? Are you mad because I'm talking shit about them? She's like, cut that shit out. But yeah, AEW's done nothing with these guys to make this a credible main event.
Yeah, so maybe the last minute, like maybe for the go home show, they'll just like really hype the shit out of it or something.
I mean, honestly, it feels lost in the mix right now. And with the news of CM Punk coming back and the news show and this, supposed deal with Warner's Media that they said it was $1 billion for the next 5 years, which is going to give Warner Media the rights to AEW's pay-per-views and everything. So instead of having to pay $60 every 4 months, you could just get HBO Max every 4 months and watch the pay-per-view.
Hey, that's the way it should be.
Right. I mean, honestly, WWE killed the pay-per-view model with the WWE Network.
Yeah. Although ESPN is refusing to let go of it. Or UFC, I should say.
Yeah, UFC definitely ain't going to let go of it. But UFC is a different market because UFC doesn't have no competition, like legitimate competition that went from pay-per-views to, okay, now we're streaming only. WWE set the standards in pay-per-view for wrestling. And then when they went to a streaming only model, it made it to where people are like, well, why am I going to pay $60 for a pay-per-view when I can get it, WWE's for $9.99 a month?
Correct.
Brother. So, it kind of, and then, you got Fight Plus, which does all the, GCW pay-per-views for, I think, $7.99 a month. And it's just, it's really, with the market the way it is, there's pay-per-view is not a viable place for wrestling. You're not gonna get the. I mean, with as much pirating and stuff is going on, you're gonna make more money off of streaming your pay-per-views on HBO Max than you would for selling your pay-per-view $60 a month, because people are just gonna go on the internet and pirate it.
Yeah, and the big difference here is that WWE had the library to offer. On top of just the regular pay-per-views and streaming services. And I mean, and I gotta say, I mean, at $9.99 a month for WWE and the network,
that was a hell of a deal. I missed the network. The network was so much better than Peacock.
Yeah, it's real funny because when the network came out, I was prepared to pay $20 a month.
Right.
Just given the content, and then as the content grew, I was like, "Fuck, still $9.99." And then they'd be on TV like only $9.99.
Right.
But I'm surprised that the price stayed where it was.
I mean, they talked about a tiered system.
That's all the cheap for real.
Right. And I mean, and AEW, and the good thing about this with AEW and Warner's Media is since AEW doesn't have that vast library like WWE has, you still have everything else HBO Max offers, which is a lot of good stuff.
Well, what they do have now is the Ring of Honor library.
Well, that is true, and that goes back a long ways.
So,
and now because they own Ring of Honor, they own the original All In footage, because that was owned by Ring of Honor.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah, yep. Because it was Ring of Honor's. Well, it was their TV crew that went out and did all that.
Gotcha.
So, and the agreement was that they got to own the footage, which I think is probably why it's never been released or anything. But Tony Khan owns that now, which is why they're doing an all-in pay-per-view.
Yep.
Because he now officially owns the rights to it. But I think with the Ring of Honor library, AEW's been around 4 years now.
Yep.
Going on 4 years, and they put out some really good there's episodes of Dynamite I'd like to go back and watch. Like, I would love to be able to see the Blood and Guts matches again.
Yeah, I think what they'll be able to do is, once they get their streaming deal together and they have a library, they can put together best of, searchable
documentaries.
Yeah, let's go find some injuries.
I could do some documentaries on John Moxley's rehab or, whatever. Like there's stories in AEW to be told.
Oh yeah. Well, speaking of documentaries, their All Access show had a really short season, didn't it?
Is it already over?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
The last episode was tonight. I thought it seemed short to me. I didn't watch it. I wasn't paying attention, but it seemed really short.
Yeah, it's only like 4 or 5 weeks.
Huh. That was interesting.
Did Andrade come back tonight?
Who, what now?
Did Andrade come back tonight? I saw someone say Andrade came back. I must have missed it.
I think I was trying to log into Sling, which was giving me difficulties when that happened. Let's see here. Yeah, because I came in when Daniel Garcia was wrestling Orange Cassidy for the International Championship, for the All Atlantic International Championship. Sheeta came out. Well, yeah, they reviewed Sheeta joining up with Britt Baker last week. And what a swerve. Oh my God, bro. What a swerve.
Bro, it's a swerve, bro. She's going to come to the ring, bro. Act like she's with the Outcast, bro. Then swerve, bro. She's not.
Christian Cage came. This is so funny. This is like the third week in a row where Christian has come to the ring with a fully dressed Luchasaurus
to do nothing.
Who just stands there and then like they leave. And
Christian Cage is a savage.
I'm like, dude, that's got to be the easiest money Luchasaurus has ever made.
I don't know. He was on Big Brother, so that may have been the easiest money he ever made.
Yeah, I'm sure he had to work for that one. Yeah, Christian Cage has got that. He hates people's daddies.
Yeah,
like it's real funny because he the whole thing about Wardlow and his dad, and he was wearing his hair long because it was like his dad's, and then he got his ponytail cut off, and I was like, oh, you're talking about Wardlow's dad again? Like,
I just love one of his lines was something like, people don't know this, but Wardlow has a dad. Like I think everyone kind of assumed that Wardlow had a dad.
Yeah, I was like, didn't his dad just die from cancer? Or, well, maybe not recently, but then he started shitting on Arn Anderson.
I don't think did Wardlow's dad, because I know last time they were in Cleveland, Wardlow's dad was there.
Oh, maybe he passed away recently. Then I thought he was dead. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe.
Yeah. So Christian and Luchasaurus just leave. No repercussions. No fight. No attack. No nothing.
Oh, his dad did die. Okay, his dad died in February.
Yeah. That's why they did the whole interview with Tony Schiavone.
Okay.
And I was like, oh fuck, dude! Like Christians just love talking about people's dead dads, huh?
Right. Like if you have a dead dad, Christian does not like you.
I'm surprised that wasn't Christian who's on the Big Show's dad's coffin.
Christian's like, me and him were real good friends till his dad died.
That would have been me if I had the chance.
So I don't. One thing I hate more than quitters is people whose dads die. Me and Ed were best friends, and his dad died, and I was like, you know what? We can't continue this friendship.
Hey, who knows? There might be a Father's Day match when Jungle Boy and Wardlow will team up to fight Christian and Luchasaurus.
Wait, is Luchasaurus Christian's dad?
His tag partner.
Oh, okay. I mean, the guy's like, what? Luchasaurus like 500 years old or something, so 1 billion years old, maybe.
He's got a bunch of kids everywhere. He got a bunch of crumb snatchers running around.
He's probably a dad. That's probably why he has to show up and do nothing. He needs that money for all them kids.
So Anna Jay had a no holds barred match. Holds barred match.
Anna JAS, get it right.
Anna Jay had a no holds barred match against Julia Hart.
What holds are barred in regular matches?
Like that Greco-Roman trash can shot to the head.
That's a hold that is barred in a regular match.
Yeah, that Argentinian neck breaker with a kendo stick.
Like a no holds barred. The name no holds barred match has never made sense to me. Like what holds are barred in a regular wrestling match?
Maybe they have the whole 90-degree elbow to head thing barred.
No women bled in this match, which
maybe
is
nobody getting thrown over the top rope or something.
Is that still that's just, I feel like that's a rule that should come back. No over the top ropes.
Then you couldn't have a Royal Rumble. They'd be like, what do we do?
Like the winner. See, the winner is actually the guy that got thrown out because he went over the top rope, which is illegal. So it's like the reverse battle royal.
You know what? When I was doing my quiz for the gimmick matches, I was really trying to properly phrase a question for a reverse battle royal. And eventually I just said, fuck it. I can't do this. This shit barely makes sense. And they had one in Impact, and I forget what they called it. It wasn't a reverse battle royal. It was like a reverse battle royal plus like a no DQ match on the outside or something. It was something stupid. Freaking nuts.
It was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
So anyway, so Julia Hart goes over with a submission. She went for the Heartless.
The Rings of Saturn.
Yeah, the Rings of Saturn.
Hopefully she doesn't get addicted to meth as well. Too
bad she didn't do it with a like a kendo stick or something, or that ever helpful bar from the bottom of a steel chair that you could put across someone's mouth.
Or why didn't she use the mist in the match?
What you mean, like the green or red mist or yellow with the?
Oh, sure, we'll go with that.
Okay. You're not suckering me in that one.
I mean, she could Anna Jay could be like, "It's in my eye." She could have rolled her. She could have rolled her up. And then
I would have gotten her eye.
And then in 9 months, Anna Jay comes back with her child.
Yeah, explain that. That could be a great angle.
Right. She gets misted, and it's a mist baby. I mean, her ass was hanging out. Her ass was hanging out.
It's 8:46. Never mind. Hey, so we had a trios match. The blackest trio without a black member, called the House of Black, which has no black people in it, wrestled the best amigos.
Amigos.
Wait a minute, you kidding me right now?
I love that because the dealer's choices, whoever the wrestling gets to make their one stipulation, and their stipulation they chose was no witches or ringside.
Yeah,
I would have chose like you can't beat us as a stipulation. Like, wouldn't that just be an easy way to win the match? Like, you can't beat us.
A good stipulation could be like, you guys have to be handcuffed to the ropes.
Right. Or like first person to, wear green trunks wins, and then they all come out with green trunks. And they're like, we won. Give us the titles. It's ours.
We're going to make this a rock, paper, scissors match.
Right. But you could only choose paper. And they'd still choose rock. They'd be like, oh, shit.
Yeah, so there's no rope breaks.
No rope break. 20 count on the outside.
Yeah, nice long 20 count. And that must be like the 20 counts from the video game, because those are some long ass counts.
Right.
It's supposed to be 10 count, but the ref really takes his time.
See, that's how you bring back the over the top rope rule. You be in a House of Black match and be like, okay, no over the top rope. We're going Bill Watts on this shit. No over the top rope.
You going real racist on it?
Well, besides that, no over the top ropes and no black people.
Oh no, he just pays them less and has them work twice the match.
Grab them cakes. grab them cakes because you can't afford them.
Bandito was just out there just kicking the shit out of people. And Chuck hits Soul Food. SOLE, Soul Food. Brody gets the blind tag, and then What do you know? They win with the Dante's Inferno, not the Blackout. How about that?
How about that? Dante's a black name too.
That really well, now it is.
Oh yeah. In 2023.
Yeah, Orange Cassidy got laid out backstage. That's always funny.
Yeah,
I gotta find out where he gets those
Culkin.
pants from.
Who? Orange Cassidy or Macaulay Culkin?
Orange Cassidy.
Oh.
Nice pair of denim sweats with a drawstring. Well, that's pretty. Looks really comfortable to me.
It does look
I
comfortable.
mean, if you can wrestle in it, why not?
On Pro Wrestling Tees, they're selling his denim jacket. You can get your replica Orange Cassidy denim jacket for like way more money than it's worth.
Yeah.
Let's see how much is that denim jacket?
$10.
Higher.
30.
Let's
35.
see here. Let me look it up here.
Does it cost more than Natty shoes?
Okay, so let's play a little game here. How much do you think the Orange Cassidy embroidered tie-dye denim jacket is going for on Pro Wrestling Tees?
$45.
Higher.
$65.
Higher.
$85.
A little lower. Well, if you're
$79.99 plus free shipping.
No, $79.99 is correct.
I gotta pay shipping?
No free shipping. And if you're a bigger guy and need a double X, it's an extra $3.50.
Greedy bastards.
For a denim jacket. It's probably ain't even real denim.
No, it's that stretch denim like his pants are made out of. It's
that
what was it called? Union Bay?
Maybe.
Is it Miller's Outpost denim?
Oh yeah, yep. And well, you know what? It is actually worth that because it has a chest pocket with button flap closure.
That you can put your hand in?
Apparently so.
Did he say a fun flap closure?
A chest pocket with button flap closure.
Oh. I was going to say the fun flap closure should be like on his pants.
And no coupons allowed for this.
Greedy ass Tony Khan. Look at that.
No, this is Pro Wrestling Tees here.
You give the dude a little bit of success and all of a sudden he's not taking coupons. Who do you think he is? Bed Bath & Beyond? Greedy bastard.
Hey, and it's made in Chicago of imported fabric or material. Not both. Imported fabric or material.
They got sweatshops in Chicago too. So video package with Jungle Boy, he's talking about his rise to prominence in AEW.
Oh my god.
And after the whole Super Jungle Boy run that he had.
Hey, you know what? His dad was best friends with the greatest world champion of all time, Mr. David Arquette. So I can understand, it's a lot of prestige for Jungle Boy.
So you're saying the Jungle Boy's here to finish the story?
He is here to finish the Arquette story. Not Alexis Arquette, David Arquette.
David Arquette. Our last match of the night was so. If you guys are wondering, hey, why is there a cage above the ring? It's because Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega were going to fight each other in a salad steel cage match.
A salad steel cage match?
Salad steel cage. Salad.
So they're tossing salads, or
that's right, peeling potatoes too.
They said this was Kenny Omega's first cage match, which is not true. On the first episode of Rampage, he was in a cage match.
I thought this was going in a totally different direction.
Against Christian Cage. Against Christian Cage.
But bump.
Where'd you think it was going?
Kennels, ball gags, all the usual shit.
What? That's the usual shit? What kind of people are you hanging around?
Oh, yeah, okay.
I forget you are. Are you close to San Francisco out there?
Hey, man, Shane gets really dirty after dark on this show.
That is true. That is true.
Hey, so in this
after
match,
some edibles,
Jon Moxley, we had the standard fare. We had a folding chair wrapped with barbed wire, which is pretty,
it's
par
normal.
for the course for John Moxley. But then John Moxley ended up doing the old Saturday Night Live skit. He pulled out the bag of glass.
Oh, I think you're about the two wild and crazy guys with him and Bryan Danielson.
And he went and emptied the bag of glass on the mat. And so you're just waiting to see like who's gonna go through it first.
Right.
Like, is he gonna take the one-winged angel? Is he gonna take a backdrop? And I missed the other part. The ring broke. It came apart. And John Moxley is like whipping Kenny Omega with these ropes attached to the ring post with the pads on it. My Sling TV had disconnected and I reconnected. And as soon as I turned it back on, this is what's happening. And it looks like he's whipping him with a big dildo.
What? Is that a Bad Blood match?
And I was like, what am I watching? And the crowd was like yelling, "You sick fuck, you sick fuck." So I was like, oh my God, it's gotta be like a big dildo.
Who got into Brett Baker's bag?
Holding about to take a dump in there.
Wow.
Look, I like how Bad Blood came back for the main event just so you could say I told you so.
I mean, I did tell you. I did tell you so. I did fucking tell you so.
I think that was, it's pretty obvious that was going to happen, especially once he got in the ring. I was like, okay, there's only one reason he's in the ring. And that is to eat ramen noodles with Bad Blood on the screen.
Actually, that's cheese Fritos. I mean,
so Kenny hit the V trigger and whatnot, and
the version trigger.
He actually hit a pretty sloppy one-winged angel, if you ask me. Yeah. I don't think Moxley really turned into it properly, but anyway, one-winged angel to the back of glass. And then
honestly, I wasn't really impressed with this whole thing.
No.
And then here comes Don Callis with a screwdriver. Kenny Omega instead. Boom, boom, boom.
Who would have seen that coming?
Oh my God, he hit Kenny Omega. You bastard.
Oh my God, you hit Kenny, you bastard.
Yeah, I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't really impressed by this whole shindig. It could have been a lot better. Could have been a whole lot worse. I mean, it really could have been a whole lot worse.
Oh, could have been a whole lot worse. Yeah, and Daniel Bryanson was on commentary at the time. And
Daniel Bryanson?
Yeah.
Bryan Danielson, whatever.
Daniel Bryanson, I like that one.
So he's doing like Captain Planet, Earth Hero, Bryan Danielson right now.
Captain Planet, he's our hero.
But
wait, so if Daniel Bryan's Captain Planet, what rings does the rest of the BCC have?
Asshole, bitch, little bitch.
John
Moxley's like blood.
Yeah, he'd be the red one. I'm blood.
Blood.
So there'd be blood, flesh, and bone.
Wow, the new Bone Thugs and Harmony.
John Moxley's bloody bone.
Oh man!
He said he liked to wrestle.
Hey, those guys are from my area.
In his head.
The Bone Thugs is from my area.
Compton?
They're from the Yay area, homie.
They're from Cleveland. They are from
boom. Yeah. Anyway,
it's Uncle Charles, y'all.
Ohio produces great rappers, basketball players, and all that.
Yeah.
Podcast.
So were you guys satisfied with this show?
I thought for the most part. So here's what did it for me. The show is good for me simply because Miro came back.
I was excited about that.
We saw little seeds planted for what the future of AEW is going to look like. I'm interested in next week's big announcement, if it's going to be the Warner Media deal, or if it's going to be him announcing the new show on Saturdays. Or maybe it's both.
So here's my thing. I really and truly think, oh my God, I can do that. I really and truly think that it's going to be like they're going to announce like the brand split. They're going to announce which person's leading up. They're going to announce CM Punk coming back.
Hey.
I think in my opinion, the international title should be the main title on this Collision show, because Warner Brothers Media they just basically announced all this money they're going to be giving AEW. The upfronts are coming up pretty soon, and ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what the upfronts are, it's where like all these television shows and programs get shopped around, so to speak, to advertisers and shit like that. So it's gonna be really fucking good.
I think it's a Tony Khan announcement.
Yeah.
So he always delivers when he said he has a big announcement.
Oh yeah.
So I think the big announcement is going to be they hired Stu the cameraman from WWE.
That'd be great.
Stu is all elite, and that is the big announcement. It's like when they had that major signing and Christian Cage walked out.
No, it was a Hall of Fame legendary signing.
Right.
And then Christian Cage came on. We're like, what the fuck?
Did Christian go in the Hall of Fame?
No.
I didn't think so. Yeah, they hyped that up, and it was fucking.
I think they said maybe future Hall of Famer or.
Oh yeah, they did. They said
first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah, first ballot Hall of Famer. Yeah.
First of all, him and Edge broke in at the same time, and Edge is already in the Hall of Fame. So obviously, Christian didn't make it on that first ballot.
No, wait, Edge and Christian didn't go in together.
Edge also fucked Lita on live TV, so that's why he got the Hall of Fame.
That is
true. Wow. Okay.
And he also fucked her off live TV while she was with Matt Hardy. So
yeah, well,
it's got that going for it too.
No, you better Google it.
You better Google.
Yeah. So Christian is not in the Hall of Fame.
No.
Yeah.
It's probably because Vince's dad is dead, and Christian made fun of him for it.
Probably.
He was like, "Oh, your dad's dead. I don't like you either." Then
what a douche.
I'm gonna go to AEW with a guy that has a live daddy.
And I'm gonna shit on his dad too.
And then as soon as his dad dies, I'm gonna shit on him too.
Wow. Anyway, guys, with that being said, thank you very much for joining us on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. For these two guys here who took the brunt of the show while I was doing other shit.
And we had fun. We had a good show tonight.
Hey, I'm glad you guys had
5 stars.
So how's your Blumpkin?
That's what she said. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us. We will see you guys when we